What's up, everybody? What is happening tonight? June 19th, 2019. This is the Abe Alley Podcast, and I want to thank you all for coming in and checking out this live stream. So, what's up? What's up, everybody? I'm your host, DJ Abe Alley, right here on the Abe Alley Podcast. I want to invite you to my social media platforms right here on YouTube, streaming live. Go ahead and subscribe. I'd love for you guys to enjoy my content, so please subscribe to my channel. Also on Instagram at Abram Alley, Twitch at Abe Alley 82, and of course Facebook at Alley.Abe. I'd love to have you all on board with me on my social media, so please don't hesitate to go on there and add me on. I'm just a friendly guy, and I want you guys to interact with me. So, not only do I have this podcast, I have all of those. So please go ahead and jump on. Come on in, and we can talk about everything, anything you guys want to. I would like to invite everybody to the chat right now. Go over, and you can see right on the screen. The chat is right there. This podcast is going to be about pain in the ass DJ clients. As most of you know, I am a professional DJ for 14 to 15 years, and I have to put up with a lot of assholes for clients. I take a lot of shit, and I want to get into that right here on this podcast this evening. The chat right there. Go ahead. I have my chat up. Ask me anything you would like. That's no problem. I'm an open-minded guy. Please let me get my topics out, and then please go ahead and ask me anything you want. If your question is off topic, that's totally fine as well. I'll get to that. I'll get to your question after I get done making my point on certain things. So please, anything you want to ask me, I'm game. June 19th, 2019, right here in the great state of Maine, in my basement, the Abe Alley Podcast, and you guys are with me right now, live stream all over the world on YouTube and Twitch. And let's get right into it. So, this podcast is going to be about pain in the ass DJ clients. And if you're a DJ, or if you have any kind of business, you know exactly what I'm talking about. As a DJ, I've done over 200 weddings in my career as a DJ. Not only weddings, but parties, birthday parties, corporate events, anything you can shake a stick at. I've pretty much done it. But usually it's a great experience with all of these clients. But I would say one in about 15, roughly, you get the pain in the ass client. And I want to get into that tonight because on my channel right here, DJ Abe Alley, the Abe Alley Podcast, I have quite a few DJ followers that have subscribed to my channel. And I appreciate all of you. But you know what? We're doing this. I'm going live stream to the whole world. So not only DJs are going to be seeing this podcast or this video. So I want to reach out to everybody that has a business, that does any kind of service for people. You people probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, I've done a lot of events, and occasionally you get these bridezillas or the cocky groom, or you get that drunk asshole dad, stepdad, or father-in-law, or you get that bitchy ass sister. Okay? What I'm talking about is this. I want to lay the groundwork on this event that I did. I had a coworker about 4 years ago that was getting married. Obviously, he knew I was a DJ, and he didn't have any kind of entertainment at his reception. It was 200 yards from my house, where the venue was, and I decided to offer my services for free. Now, believe me, I like to get paid for what I do. But sometimes you just have to lend a hand and offer your services to those people that could really benefit from them. And that's what I did. He was a great coworker. He's still a friend of mine. We talk every once in a while. And I wanted to do him a favor. He didn't have a lot of money. His wife had a lot of medical problems. So I felt like a friend to offer my services for free and to go ahead and do a favor. And that's what happened. So I get to the venue, I get set up, and there was nothing planned. All he wanted me to do was just play music in the downtime. And then when it was time after dinner to go ahead and crank it up and let's have some dancing. Not only was I the only one there, I thought I was going to be, but he had his dad's band there. I didn't realize that until I walked in the door. So really, I only got to play for about 2 hours. That's fine. It was a free gig. It was something I wanted to do to help out my friend. No problem. Totally free. I was filling in between the band when they wanted to take a break, and that was pretty much it. During dinner time, I had a little bit of music going just for background music, and that's nothing. That's just something in the background. You know how it is. All you DJs out there, it's just music that people can just, it's noise in the background. I mean, of course, you got to play good music, but it's not loud. It's just something in the background. So there was no announcements. There wasn't anything planned. When all of a sudden, I'm behind my booth. Um, I think I was writing something down, a song request for when we got ready to party after dinner. This was like right after dinner, and the stepsister came up and she says, "Are you gonna do your job?" I'm sorry. What was that? Are you going to do your job? The hand on the hip. Are you going to do your job? What? Like, I I didn't expect it. So remember, I'm doing this gig for free, and of course I'm doing a good job. And there was nothing. There was nothing planned. There was nothing written out for ceremony stuff. There was dances and none of that. And she's giving me the what for, like they paid me $1,000 to be there. That's absolutely not the case. It was free. And she started giving me the finger in the face. You know how those women like to do that? They, you goddamn you son of a bitch, you little bastard. Yeah, that. Just giving me the what for in front of all these people. And she was intoxicated, and my eyes are like, and I didn't want to say anything because I was just being a nice guy helping a friend out. And she's seriously giving it to me for like 2 minutes straight. And Abe, the cool man I am, was like, uh? I didn't say anything. And then she said something really bad to me. She was running me into the ground, saying that I wasn't worth the money that I was paid. She was saying that um, I shouldn't be in the business of entertaining, and that she was going to make sure I didn't do this ever again because I'm a low life piece of shit. I didn't fucking do anything. Like, seriously. Obviously, it was a misunderstanding. But, so she went and said that. And I immediately it clicked in my head. And I looked at her and I said, "Excuse me? You don't know who I am. You don't even know what I got paid. And you don't even know what I'm doing here." I said, "Hold that thought just for a second." And she's just still going on at me, right? And I was being nice, but I was being firm. I got my buddy over, the guy that I was doing the favor for. He was the groom. And he came over and he lit right into her. Just, she, within about 20 seconds, she was crying because she didn't know any specifics. She didn't know anything what was going on. She thought I got paid $1,000. She thought I got paid, all this. "Hey Darren, how you doing, bud? Thank you for coming in tonight. I appreciate it, man. You have any questions? Make sure you ask me. Seriously. I'm right here. I'm here for your entertainment and to answer your questions. Anybody out there watching this, go ahead. Answer anything. Right down here. Get the chat. Let's go." Continuing. She was bawling, and Scott took me aside. That was his name, and he said, "You know what? Don't. I'm sorry about that. She's a drunk, and all this and that." And he offered to pay me money, and I didn't take any money. He offered it. I think he offered me like $400, and I said no, Scott. I said I'm here for free. My house is 200 yards away. Don't you worry about it. I'm fine. This girl was obviously drunk. The girl was obviously drunk, and whatever. So I took it on the chin for him, so to speak. Now, another incident that I had. Every time when I'm talking to a client, especially weddings, because there's always food there, I always go ahead and I make sure that I am allowed to have some food when it's dinner time. And I'm going to tell you why I do that. So, I was at a gig doing a wedding about 5 years ago. Maybe 7 now. Time flies. And it was dinner time. And I got in line. I did not ask the bride or groom if I could have any until that day. Like when it was time, when I was announcing tables, I went up and said, "Do you guys mind that I get in line for the buffet and enjoy some food?" "Absolutely. That's fine." If you're a DJ, I suggest you always ask your clients if you're allowed to have food. Of course, it is expected. Absolutely. But make sure you ask because you never know. And this is what happened to me. I asked the bride if I could get in line and get some food. She said, "No problem." Okay? And then I went, "Hey, Darren and Buddy, I'll get to you guys in just a second. I see your chat about the passive speakers into wireless. That's cool. Let me get my story out real quick, and I'll get to you guys in just a second. I see you." I was in line getting food, and the best man came up to behind me, and he shoved me like that. He come up behind me and gave me a shoulder like that. And I'm holding a plate, and he's staring at me. I said, "How you doing?" You know, I didn't know what was up. I didn't know what the hell I did. But He looks at me and he says, "Fuck you think you're doing?" Like seriously, staring at me with red eyes. "Fuck you think you're doing?" I'm getting something to eat. What do you think I'm doing? I'm a nice guy. I like to laugh and smile. He says, "Like fuck you are." He says, "You get the fuck out of this line." He says, "You get the fuck out of this line, get behind your table, and do your fucking job." No joke. And like like I could smell the alcohol, but he was fire red, like pissed at me because the DJ is not behind the table playing fucking music, and I had music going, okay? And he surprised me. I didn't realize it until he hit me again. He hit my arm. He tried to hit the plate out of my hand. It's no fucking joke, guys. He tried to hit the plate out of my hand when I was in line. And I said, "Whoa, all right, I'm sorry, bud. Sorry." Well, I didn't want to fight. Obviously, I'm there to be a professional. So I went over to the bride. I pulled her aside. I said, "Ma'am," I said, "this is what happened." And that guy was seriously staring at me the whole time, pissed right off because I wasn't behind my table. And I told her what happened, right? And she went over to him, grabbed him by the ear. Seriously, dude. Seriously. Grabbed him by the fucking ear and yanked him right outside of the venue. And I looked out because they were out there for like 5 minutes or something. And she was just laying right into this guy, laying right into him. And I felt bad because that's her day. You don't need assholes ruining your special day. And that's why I have such a long fuse as a DJ, because I'm not there to ruin their time. I'm there to make their day the best it can be. I'm the entertainment, not fight entertainment, you know? And she came back in. She apologized to me. She just about cried, apologizing for his ass. And you know what? It was just like, I couldn't fucking believe it. This guy was ready to fight me because I was in the buffet line to get something to eat. So, as a DJ, if you are a DJ, always make sure beforehand that you are allowed to be in the buffet line to get food. Okay? Because, seriously, fucking people are crazy when it comes to food and alcohol. So, that's another story that I had to deal with in my career as being a professional DJ. A long time, and I've had a few others, and I'll get into those in just a few moments. But going to the chat, Darren Levine, did you know that you can make a passive speaker into a wireless one? And my buddy says, "How do you do that? How do you power them?" So I'm intrigued. Darren, please elaborate on that. Um, Obviously, wireless is the new thing, new kid on the block. When you don't have all these freaking wires around, obviously, it's better for you. But wireless is awesome, and I want to know more. And I really did not know that. That's cool. DJ Gem, what's up? Thank you for coming in, man. I do appreciate it. Thank you for coming into the live stream. Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you again. Ask me anything you want to. We're talking about DJ stuff tonight. I'm talking about a few things, a few clients that have been real pain in the asses throughout the years. And I got a couple more stories that I want to get into in just a few moments. But I invite you all to please go ahead and ask me anything. Go ahead. I'm here for you. So, wireless speakers. I obviously have powered speakers. I do not have wireless speakers. Now, I do see, I think Behringer came out with like a small 200-watt wireless speaker, something for like ceremonies that you could do. You could cart it down like to an ocean or whatever. I have seen that, but I have not like actually heard a wireless speaker yet, and I actually haven't looked into them. Also, Bluetooth speakers. I don't have Bluetooth speakers, and I see a lot of speakers are coming out with the Bluetooth stuff. And I'm very intrigued with that too because who doesn't love Bluetooth? Like seriously, when you can grab your phone and play a song for your friends at home or whatever. That's just cool. But I do like my XLR inputs, and I do like my power source plug-in. Obviously, straight power from the outlet. But as far as getting like a wireless or battery powered speaker, I don't know if I would actually use those for a full time gig. I don't know if I would do like a whole wedding reception with those. I mean, technology's crazy these days, so I can just imagine what they have out there now. But um, sounds cool. Yeah, I wonder like how many hours you could get out of like a 500-watt speaker or something. That would be cool to look at. Darren Levine, what do you do is go on YouTube and look for wireless XLR. When you do, look for a channel called Expert Island. All right, everybody out there, Expert Island. If you're a DJ interested in checking out these wireless speakers, Expert Island. Check the channel out, and it'll be cool for some information on you guys if you're interested in that kind of speaker. And probably later on, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, I'll probably go ahead and check that out also. It's very, very cool. Thank you for coming in and letting us know about that, man. I appreciate that. That's cool. I'm going to check it out. Believe me, I will. So I have a wedding gig this weekend, and I've been getting ready for that and getting my songs all lined up and doing everything for that gig on Saturday. So, if you guys are interested in my DJ gig logs, there is a playlist right here on my YouTube channel. It is the DJ gig logs. I'll be having another one of those gig logs up probably by Tuesday, and also I'll be doing more live streams like I try to do one or two a week just when I have a good topic to talk about. I can ramble on all I want to, but I think you guys like it when there's a good topic to talk about. So I will have a DJ gig log up by Tuesday, so be looking out for that. And it's going to be a great time. Can't wait. All right, Darren, you got to go, bud. I appreciate you being in here tonight. Thank you so much. And hey, I hope you like the content, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a great night. All right. So I want to get into another one of these pain in the ass clients that I've had as a DJ. I actually had one today. So let's talk about that one. Okay? I like to get deposits to save my client's date. I think it's very important to get deposits. And this is the reason why. I've been burned way too many times. Way too many times. And I hate it. I hate being burned. And I'm sure you guys out there, if you're a DJ, you know what I'm talking about. You get um, you get these people saying, "Hey man, I want you to come do this. I want you to come do this on October 12th, and it's going to be at the Holiday Inn. We want you." Okay, perfect. I'm going to put you in my book. It's only a month away, so I'm going to put you in the book, and that's that. So you're banking on $650 or $1,000 for that gig coming up in a month. 1 week comes around. Next weekend is that gig. All of a sudden, you get a text message or you get a voicemail that says, "Hey, Abe, yeah, this is Jerry. I'm sorry, but we're not going to be able to book you next weekend because we don't have enough money for you." That's why you get deposits, folks. What happened to me today? Okay. I've been after this girl, not after her. We've been talking for 2 months. She wants to do an anniversary party for her parents. 30th anniversary party. I gave her a good deal. I took like $150 off of my price just so I could fill August. All right? I've been after her for 2 months for a deposit. Not a lot of money. Okay? To save the date. I told her that on the first time we talked. Send me your deposit and I'll save your date. She's been playing with me for 2 months. 2 weeks ago, she was supposed to come to my town and do some Special Olympics stuff with her family. The car broke down. I can't get you the deposit. I said, okay, you can send me a check. That's fine. Send me it over Facebook. Send me PayPal. I don't care. Secure your date. It's okay. I gave her 5 chances. 5 chances. This morning, another gig in August canceled on me. Pissed me right off. I ain't gonna lie. My August is shot. Done. I have potentially 1 gig in August. I was gonna have 3. I wrote to this lady after this other gig canceled me. Okay? They canceled me. I was pissed right off this morning. And so I'm sick of this woman's shit that hasn't given me the deposit yet to save her date in August. August 17th. I wrote to her this morning. Do you guys want to hear what I wrote to her? Nah, I could probably just tell you. Point blank. Abe wasn't playing around this morning. Point blank. I need your deposit by the end of the week if you want that date for your event. If no deposit, no DJ. Thank you. That was it. She saw the message and she didn't reply. So, she's not going to reply. So I have another date opened. I have potentially 1 gig in August and it sucks. August is going to suck this year. Usually I have like 3 in August, but not this year. So yeah, she's been dicking me around. She's been dicking me around for a deposit. I had enough. You got a deadline now. If you don't do it, you're shit out of luck. Next story. Oh shit. I don't know if I can remember it. I had it. I was just thinking of it. It'll come to me here in a minute. Um, but yeah. So always, DJs out there, get a deposit to save the date. Make sure you tell them it's a non-refundable deposit. If they cancel for any reason, they do not get their money back. Okay? That's what I do. It saves me. Yeah, I get something, but I would rather do the gig. It's a lot more money, and it's another DJ gig log, which I love doing, and more pictures for my portfolio, and video for my archives. So that's why. And it's just fun to DJ. I love it. And entertain people. So uh, I would rather have the gig than just the deposit. It's a little something, and yes, it helps, all that kind of stuff, but I'd rather do the gig. Okay, another time, another pain in the ass client I had one time. Okay, this shit happens a lot actually. I was doing a wedding reception down on the island. Probably 150 people, right? The bride's mom was paying for the event and the DJ, right? Okay, that's fine. All well and dandy. I walk into the venue. I'm starting to set up, right? Because I asked this lady, I said, where do you want me? They had a table set up for me. No problem. I'll go right here. Okay? I'm getting set up. I have maybe an hour and a half to get everything set up, me changed into my clothes, and get ready for people to show. So I'm getting all set up. This bride's mom comes up to me and she says, are you Mr. Abe Alley, the DJ? I said, yes, I am, ma'am. Nice to meet you. How are you today? She says, well, she says, I got to pay you, but I got to wait for my husband to get here with the money. I said, that's fine. Just when you get it, please get it so I don't forget it later. Yeah, no problem, right? Yeah. So I was going until I think midnight, 12 o'clock at that gig. And 11:30 rolls around. And I just remembered I hadn't been paid yet. Okay? So I'm starting to be like, whoa, like I need to get paid. I went up to the bride. I said, not to bug you or nothing, but I haven't been paid yet. And the bride looks at me and she says, yes, you have. They told me they already paid you today, earlier. I said, no, I haven't been paid. I swear, I haven't been paid yet. I hate talking about money. I hate it. Like, it makes me uncomfortable a little bit because you know how money is with people. I like money. You like money. But money is a sensitive subject. So, when I have to ask people for money, I try not to come off like an asshole, which I'm not. And I don't make myself seem like it to be an asshole, but just asking about money is kind of like kind of low. But you got to protect yourself, man. You got to get paid. I mean, you can't just go and agree on something and then da da, they don't pay you. So the bride's like, they said they paid you today. I'm like, no, they didn't pay me today. I haven't been paid yet. Right? So here comes about 5 minutes later. Here comes her mom, and I could just tell she had that resting bitch face. You guys know what I'm talking about? The resting bitch face. I don't know how to do it. the resting bitch face, and she's walking like this, coming right at me, and I'm behind there, whatever, and I just keep looking out, you know, try not to be like staring at her like this. And here she comes, and she's coming around my speaker, right? And she has an envelope, and that's fine. So I felt good because that looks like money to me. An envelope, right? She grabs the envelope, comes right up behind my booth, and slams it right onto my desk. Slams it. Hi. Hi. Oh, thank you. She looks at me, dead straight in the eyes, and says, "You're a fucking piece of shit, and I shouldn't even pay you." What? Long story short, I swear to God, her mom was so hammered, she thought I was the guy running the place. She thought I was the guy running the venue. I guess the coordinator was giving them a bunch of shit, like overcharged them for the venue, charged them more for the food, charged them like over 50 plates more than what they had to, and all kinds of stuff, right? And I, so I'm like, uh, you got to confuse what I do, and she goes, "You fucking overcharged us and all this and that," and then here comes the bride. Here comes the bride up with her husband there that I did the gig for, and they're like, "No, no, no, mom, not him, not him." So there was a bunch of turmoil going on between the building, the event center, and the mom that was paying for everything. What a pain in the fucking ass. Like, seriously. And she was drunk to go with it. Um, anyways, so I forgot I left this out. I left this part out. I left this part out. So, when she walked away, I was cranking. I was cranking my speakers. We were going. And she ripped my power cord out of my speaker. Not on purpose. Not on purpose, but she caught it, and that's why I don't let people behind my booth now. She blew my speaker. $700 speaker. She blew it. She didn't mean to, and she didn't even really realize she did it until she walked over and she, she started running her mouth and all that. Like, she was mad at me because she had me confused with the event coordinator for the event center. Long story short, I got my money at 1 a.m. that morning. I had to wait for them to get me my money. Pissed me right off. And I know they had a lot of things going on that day with the event coordinator, the building, this and that. Pay me when I show up. Then you don't have to worry about it. Okay? Also, my speaker, the bride of that day, was right there when it happened. She gave me her number. I had it anyways. They were going to go good for my speaker. Okay? She said, "We'll go good for your speaker. Just call us on Monday." No problem. I was not happy. I do not have DJ insurance to cover my equipment. I don't. Or I didn't then. $700 speaker. Not cheap. Okay? I call them over and over and over. Finally, after like 3 weeks, I got a hold of somebody. I said, "I would like my speaker replaced. You guys said you were going to fix it. However, you guys were going to do that." She asked me, would $50 cover it? I said, hell no. I said, my speaker's $700. I'll give you the model number, everything. I even had the receipt from when I bought it, like 3 months before that. They were brand new speakers. I was pissed. I gave her all that information. $700 speaker. She then changed her fucking phone number, and I never talked to him again. DJs out there, you're hearing me loud and clear right now. Go ahead, get yourself some DJ insurance, because you never know when a fuckhead is going to blow your speakers. Slam a bottle on your subwoofers, blow your speakers. Do it. Do it now. It's not much money. You can probably do it for like $250 a year. Peace of mind, and you're covered. Okay? Just good advice from a DJ that's been around a while and has been burned. Believe me, do it. All right, back to the chat. Darren's back. He wants us to go to that YouTube channel. All right, Expert Island, guys. Expert Island. TBM Productions, DJ number 1. Buddy, Darren, you need powered speakers. I do this all the time. I run a wireless system in many venues. Yep. Yeah, no, I'm a powered speaker guy. I love my powered speakers. All right, this is a cool. I want to talk about this real quick because I was just thinking about it. All you DJs out there, what did you use when your first ever gig, your first ever paid gig? What did you use for equipment? Now, I'm going to tell you guys what I used. And I can't remember the specific model. And if I do some research, I can get some pictures and I can get some model numbers and stuff to show you guys on a later podcast. And by the way, this is the A Valley podcast, talking about pain in the ass DJ clients, and with a couple of stories here this evening. June 19th, 2019. I am A Valley. I'm your host. Thank you guys for watching. Check out my YouTube and all my other social media platforms right here on the screen, bottom left. Check it out. Add me on. Okay. My first ever DJ system that I got paid for to do a wedding. Oh my God. This was in 2004. Okay? This is when I was a younger man. I was 21. I had to think there for a second. 21 years old. I did a lot of drinking when I was 21 years old. I don't now. But I used to. I was cool back then. And I don't even know why I wanted to play music, but I just did. I've always loved music. I love car audio stuff. Subwoofers in the car. You know, I want to flip a 50-cent piece on my hood or my roof. You know, I was big into stereos, car audio. So, I got paid $25 for my first paid gig. $25. Okay? I can't remember, but it was like this little mixer. Like, it was like I don't know what you call it. I can't remember. It's like a realistic or it was a Radio Shack brand thing. And it had like this microphone that came up. It was like a tube that come off the mixer, and it was bent like this, and you could hold it. And there's a microphone that was connected to it with, I think it was XLR. I'm not sure. I can't remember that far back. I was whatever. Anyway, I was just drunk all the time. But anyways, and I had that mixer, but it had I hooked it up to a 24 disc Pioneer disc changer. Yeah. Okay. With a Pioneer home receiver, right? And those Pioneer house speakers. They had like I think the 212s, and then you had the two mid range, and then like a tweeter I think, and you could pull the whole cover off the speakers. That's what I used with black and red wires that come from the receiver. That's what I used my first gig as a DJ. I had no lights. I had no experience. I had nothing. I got paid $25, and I think I did an all right job. But that's what I used. So on one of my next live streams, I'm gonna search some stuff and I'll post it up on here, just so you guys can see what the hell I was using. Pretty funny, really, compared to the stuff they have out now and what I have for equipment. It's such a game changer with all the stuff they've come out with lately. Um, you know, it, DJ equipment is so much different than it used to be. But yeah, that's what I did for my first ever gig. Crazy. 2004. All right. Denon CDJ. Nice. Denon mixer. Two JBL JRX 115s and a Crown 1000 amp. Great equipment. Great equipment. See, that's a little bit better than my Pioneer house speakers and my 100 by 2 Pioneer receiver. Oh my god, dude! Like seriously. And I had see, that's when making your own CDs was big. You can make a mix. Why I actually still have I still have I might have some behind me. I still have all these CDs that I used to make and write down everything that's on the CD so I would know what's on that disc and the disc changer and stuff. But yeah, buddy, that's pretty good equipment for starting out. A lot better than what I had. Oh my god, man. I got to get some pictures of that stuff. That was funny. I I don't know. I can't really believe I used that shit, to be honest with you. I don't I don't everybody liked it. I don't. Oh, I forgot one little thing about that day. So, I think I had to be at that place by like 4 p.m. and I was hungover from the night before from partying, and I slept in until like 3:45, and the venue was 20 minutes away from me, and I had nothing packed. So when I showed up, oh my god, seriously guys, when I showed up, people were sitting in the seats watching me come inside. They're sitting there like this. I was late. I was like 35 minutes late or something like that, and then I had to set up. So there were people there watching me set up, which is a big, big no-no. In my eyes, I'm being set up before anybody arrives at that building. That's my that's how I do it. That's how I do it. It doesn't mean that that's the way you do it. That's the way I do it. I want to be set up before anybody comes into the venue, cuz I don't need people looking at me while I'm setting up. It's just I think it's kind of unprofessional. But that's just me. I'm not saying you guys are unprofessional or anything like that, but that's just me. Have you guys have you guys ever had oh, another story about a pain in the ass client. I was doing a wedding for a girl I knew back in 2012, so 7 years ago. We were at the event center and we were playing music and all kinds of stuff, right? The groom's brother was piss ass drunk, and he came up to me and he said, "Can't you play any fucking good music? I'm sure you guys get that all the time. It doesn't matter what music you play. There's always that one person that always has to bitch about anything that you do, I think. We probably don't hear it a lot, but it happens a lot." And so he started laying right into me. Well, come to find out, they had to call the police on him to get him out of there. The groom's brother. For fuck's sakes. Like, are you serious? The groom's brother got kicked out and handcuffed, cuffed and stuffed, took a ride to jail. Some people are so fucked up. So yeah, he was so mad at me because I wasn't playing anything good. He wanted to hear Rammstein and Dead. What is it? Drowning Pool and um, yeah, just all Coal Chamber, all those like screaming bands, and that was not something I was going to play there. Absolutely not. And you get people who want to take over your system every time. You can't let them. You got to be firm with them. I always say you need to talk to the bride and the groom. They're the ones that are paying me, and I have discretion. And if I don't think it's a good song, I'm not gonna play it. I might at a different time, but not right now. So, and that's that's just something that we all go through. I guarantee it. I guarantee that we all go through that kind of shit every single gig. You always get that one person, and not to be mean, but it's usually girls. Women love to try to dictate the music. Okay, well, we got to change it up. We got to go to country now. Yeah, I'll get there. I'll play some country for you. No, 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 no. You don't understand. We got to play country right now. We'll get to it, I said. What do you want to hear? What do you want to hear? I'll get it on soon. I promise. Promise. I'll get it on soon for you. And then they just keep going. It's like, holy shit, man. Really? Then eventually they'll stop. So, also this one time, a girl came up to me and she pretty much punched me in the shoulder about 5 times because I would not play a very, very bad song. And it was at a party. But she didn't give me 2 seconds. She didn't give me 2 seconds. She started punching me in the arm. Removed. You ain't gonna touch me, bitch. Fuck out of here. Seriously. Have you guys encountered that stuff before? Physical stuff. I've been threatened. I've been hit by a girl. In the arm, but not on the face or anywhere else. But have you DJs out there? Have you guys ever encountered any of that? Physical stuff? Let me know in the comments down below or in the chat. I'd love to hear your story. So, okay, guys. I'm going to wrap this up here in just a few minutes. And I want to thank you personally all for coming in. I've had a great time tonight telling some of my stories as a DJ, pain in the ass DJ clients, We all deal with them in all businesses. We deal with them. If you're a DJ and are watching this live stream or this video, please comment down below. Let me know what's up with you guys. Have you guys ever run into really bad bridezilla, or a disgruntled stepdad or brother-in-law? I've told some of my stories here on the live stream tonight. I want to hear your stories. Comment below so we can chat, we can get into it, we can talk all about it. There are a few more stories that I'd like to get into, but not tonight. I got a few things I got to do before I hit the sack. So, DJs out there, keep spinning, keep doing what you do. I know exactly what you guys go through, guys and gals. I know what you go through. It's not easy. People that are watching the live stream, if you are not a DJ, you really don't know what we go through. We don't just play music. We deal with drunks. We deal with assholes. We deal with little kids that don't want to listen. We deal with heavy equipment. We deal with people demanding songs. And then we deal with getting home late and all that kind of stuff. So, as a DJ, I'm asking all of you guys that are not DJs, please respect us. We work hard for you. All DJs need to be respected. They're hard workers. They're there for you, for your entertainment. I just wanted to get that out before I stop the live stream. Buddy says it's all about how you handle the situation. That's very true. But sometimes it's very, very hard to defuse the situation. It's very hard. There are some pushy people out there. Alcohol and bad attitudes don't mix. And like I said before, if you're not a DJ, that's what we have to deal with all the goddamn time. Always. And it sucks, but you know what? We love it. And sometimes it's worse than others. And right now, guys, I'm going to stop and wrap this up. I hope you guys all had a great time. Thank you guys for coming on to the live stream. I am Abe Alley, your host, right here on the Abe Alley podcast. This one was June 19th, 2019. And before I go, I want to invite you once again to my social media platforms. YouTube, please give me a subscription and give me a like, hit the bell, so when I go live again, you guys can come on in and see me and chat with me right here on the chat and interact so we can get some stuff done. Instagram at Abram Alley, Twitch, AbeAlley82, and Facebook at alley.abe. Add me on, guys. I would love it, because I love you, and I love doing this kind of stuff. I love entertaining. I love being a DJ, and I love being a podcast guy. So, once again, I am Abe Alley, your host right here on the Abe Alley podcast. I hope you guys had a great time. I know I did. I always do. And you know what? It's just awesome that you guys are coming in, chilling out with me, and all of that. I'm very blessed, and I'll be right back with you guys very soon. You know what? And I appreciate you. So, I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you so much for coming in. Once again, I am Abe Alley with the Abe Alley podcast. Everybody, thank you, and have a great night. Peace.